In this video, I'm going to focus on SAP reporting. And this tutorial will demonstrate how to locate SAP reports and export them to Excel spreadsheets. It also demonstrates how to save a report variant and filter report data. There are several report features in SAP, and each functional area generally has a report launch point somewhere within the menu tree structure. Depending on what you're looking for, you can find your applicable report by drilling down into the preferred area. In this demonstration, we're going to be drilling down within the Human Resources area. So I'll start by expanding the Human Resources folder. Then I'll go down to Personnel Management, open up Administration, go to Info System, and then inside there you'll see a folder called Reports. We'll expand that, and then we can see a whole list of different topics for reports. We'll expand the Employee folder, and now we can see a list of individual reports that we can run. For this part of the demonstration, we're going to launch the Vehicle Search List report to show some of SAP's basic reporting functionality and features. So all we need to do is double click on the Vehicle Search List report. On the first screen we see, you have the option to select and set criteria needed for your report. So we will select up to today, then we'll start to select some other criteria, and we're going to utilize the match code feature to search for employment status. We're going to select the number 3 identifier to query for only active employees within our system. So all we do is double click number 3 active and then click the continue button. Once your criteria is set and determined, you can click the execute icon to launch your report. The system will go away, process the report, and then display the results on the screen. Once the system returns the required data, you still have options for further refining or modifying the report as needed. In this instance, we're going to filter the cost center column to refine our data selection. So all we do is click on the field heading for cost center, and then utilizing the filter icon, this will allow us to set our preferences for the data provided by the initial query. So we click the filter icon, and then in the Determine Values for Filter criteria window, you can filter the selected column data for a specific entry or range of criteria. So in this instance, I'm going to select the value 2200. Once you're happy with your selection, just click the Enter icon. The system will go away and filter our report result records on the value we chose. As you can see, we now only see records with a cost center of 2200. Now that you've filtered the report data to reflect the data you need, you can save a report layout that can be repeatedly used and applied to any future data query. So let's do that. Click the Save Layout button, and then we get presented with a new Save As window. And from this window, you can assign the report variant with name and layout distinction. And you can also determine if the layout should be specific or a default layout. So in the layout field, you can see I've got /2200, and then in the name field, I'm going to enter CC-2200 to remind me it's for cost center 2200. After filling these fields in, we can click the Enter icon. Now you may need to modify and save multiple report layouts using separate and specific data criteria. So for example, let's say we need to find all vehicle license plates that begin with the letter S. All we need to do is highlight the license plate number field, click the filter icon, and here we can use a wildcard character. By utilizing the wildcard search feature, our search can be narrowed to all licenses that begin with an S, as well as having a cost center 2200. So click the continue icon and we get presented with a list of records that meets both search criteria. And with our new selection criteria returned, you can assign and save a separate layout using the Save Layout icon again. So all we need to do is give our new layout a brand new name and give it a new layout, and then click the Enter icon. And that's it. The report layout is saved. We've now saved 2 report layouts. Now, when you go back to the Select Layout button, you can select any of the previously saved report variants that can be applied to your initial data query. So now you can click the Choose Layout button, a window will open, and you can select the report layout that you want. So here, I'll select the Cost Center one, and we get the report filter that we set just for Cost Center. Once we've done this, let's now have a look at exporting the data to a local file, and in our case, a spreadsheet. So just click the Save List to File button, and you will be presented with a window that gives you several output options, and you can select from any that are listed in the box. We will select Spreadsheet, click the Continue button, and then we can enter the file name and directory of where we want to save our spreadsheet file. Then just click the Generate button. Now make sure to check the status bar in the lower left corner of the screen for any SAP messages. You should see a message that indicates the file has been transferred and exported to your local PC. And as you can see here, it confirms that. We get the little tick in a green box showing us the size of the file transferred. This concludes this SAP reporting demonstration. I'm sure you'll agree it's very easy to run SAP reports, filter them, and save our local layouts. And from this short tutorial, you should be able to find many other reports that you can run in your system. And when you find a good report that you like, don't forget, add it to your favorites.